Yo, welcome back to another video. So today we are looking at all the important mods to get strong in Warframe and how you get them. If you like it, like, sub, comment, share. It's more of a beginner focus guide today, but without further ado, let's get started. So first of all, how do you know where mods come from? What you need to do is go to your codex, it is this thing here, and on the wheel it is here. Go to the universe tab, and then you have mods right here. Now, for anything that you don't have, which will require me going all the way to the bottom, it still tells you where they come from. So these are enemies, Elite, Exo, Outrider, Jaya, Outrider, and so on. You can also have a look for like Solaris, Entrati, and so on. So it tells you where you can get them from. Okay, so the first section we're going to look at is Orokin Vault mods. So if I search Orokin Vault, here are the mods. So let's have a look at how we get them. First of all, you need to be in a clan and you need to make a pit stop to the dojo. Once at your dojo, you can fast travel to the Orokin lab, so research labs, and then the Orokin lab, and purchase the blueprint for each one of these keys. Once back to your orbiter, go to the foundry and search key and craft one of these keys each. You're going to need one of each key, as when we find the vault, there is a chance that it can be any of them. However, what you can also do is go with a team of 4 and everybody carry one key. Each of them provide a debuff, so health is reduced, shields are reduced, damage is reduced, and movement is reduced. So it's going to be kind of annoying to carry all of them, but it is possible, so don't worry. So once you have crafted one of each of the keys, go to your gear wheel and equip said keys. I'll just do that now. Right, cool. We are ready to go. So go to navigation, go to Deimos, not on the steel path, and look for Horrend. Now, I'm going to do it on invite only, purely just because I'm doing this specifically for the video. But what we are looking for is a golden door with a little key shape in the middle, and I will cut back when I find it. There is only one on the map. There is a guarantee that there'll be one on the map, and it can be in like little nooks and crannies off to the side. So as soon as you start, just do a little peek, check if these doors are open, and check your front door, and then basically explore the map. Now, I'm not going to capture the target just yet. Oh, I've already found it. Cool. So this is what it looks like. When you approach said door, it will tell you what key it wants. So extinguished, interact with it, and grab the golden orb. And now at the end of the mission, you have got a Orokin Vault mod. So I'll just quickly finish this mission and cut back to when I'm done. Okay, so I've finished the mission, and as you see now, I get one of the mods. Now, Creeping Bullseye is not amazing, it's okay, but yeah, that's how you get them. Now, the mods you want from Orokin Vault will be Narrow-Minded. This is a key part of pretty much every build. Blind Rage, Transient Fortitude, Fleeting Expertise, Overextended, Critical Delay, Vile Acceleration, Catalyzing Shields, Anemic Agility, Corrupted Charge, and that's pretty much it. The rest of these are okay, but not great. Now, importantly, these 3 are very good for selling as well, so if you get any spares, make sure you sell them. Some of these are completely garbage, like nobody really uses Depleting Reload, nobody's really using like Hollow Points, so yeah. So our next category of mod are Nightmare mods. As you can see, Nightmare, it says at the bottom. So Nightmare missions are basically these little red swirls you can see around the map. Here's one on Venus, for example, and they rotate regularly. To unlock them, you have to complete every node on a planet, and then you will get access to these missions. There are different tiers of Nightmare mode, so you have these lower level ones like 13 to 16, and then you have some higher level ones like 40 to 50, and so on. Each different tier grants you a different mod. Once you unlock Nightmare missions, you can find them in the Alerts tab, and that shows you all of the ones that are available to you. If you have unlocked Steel Path, you should have just the whole list available. So I went and completed the Zeoloid Prelate thing because I just felt like it. And as you can see, I got Drifting Contact, which is actually a pretty good mod. So now I'll go through all the mods that are good. So Lethal Torrent is very good. Constitution's pretty good. Hammershot is one of the most expensive and rare mods in the game, so if you can get that, go for it. Wildfire's okay. Blaze is good, but also rare and expensive. Chilling Reload is okay. Drifting Contact is good. Ice Storm is pretty good as well. And obviously this is okay. But the rest of it you don't need. Prime Shred exists. This exists as a prime. That's a prime. That's just useless, really, other than the shield gating stuff. But yeah, you don't really need the rest of them. Our next section is galvanized mods. Now, galvanized mods are in this alerts tab. You get the specific mission, and in that mission there are drones. There can be a maximum of 7 drones on the map, and they have a chance to drop Vitus Essence. The drones are not affected by Korra or Necros or anything of the sort, so it's just purely drop chance boosters. They do affect it, and so do blessings. So the whole idea is kill as many drones as you can as quickly as you can. Now, once you unlock arbitrations, to unlock them, I forgot to mention that, you need to complete everything on the star chart. After a recent update, I'm pretty sure you do not need to complete the Zariman, and you do not need to complete the Whispers in the Wall area. Only the base star chart is needed to unlock arbitrations. Once you unlock arbitrations, go to any relay. I will just go to the Strata relay, and you can speak to the Arbiters of Hexis. So once you're at the relay, whoops, wrong button, use your little thingy-majiggy, go to Syndicates, and look for the Arbiters. Over here, at the front door, we have the seller, and he sells different things. So here are our galvanized mods. Essentially the ones you want are anything multi-shot related and anything status related. These 2 mods are the cornerstone of every single build in the game. Pretty much every build runs at least galvanized chamber. For melee, you want galvanized steel and elementalist 100%, and then reflex is quite good for heavy attack builds. For the auras, combat discipline is okay. But adaptation is pretty good. Also, rolling guard, vigorous swap, and like power donation are all pretty good. The rest of these are just relatively garbage, but for the most part, that's the stuff you want to grab. Alright, so our next section is the Apothics/Silver Grove. So to get these mods, you need to first complete the Silver Grove. This is from the new Loka in a relay, and I think you have to be Master Rank 6 or 7. Then what you want to do is go to your foundry and craft Apothics. You need to harvest plants for this, but that's not my problem. You do that in your own time. Then put the Apothic in your gear wheel. Do not farm this solo, farm it with a team using Korra, Necros, Atlas with Orgaze, and so on. Check out my farming video for the optimal strat. And basically, we are going to go to either Mantle or E Prime. So Mantle, I forgot where Mantle is, I'm blind. But yeah, Mantle or E Prime, and look for the shrine. I'm going to look for it now, and I'll cut back when I find it. Alright, so I found the Silver Grove. Now, basically, once you find the Silver Grove, the Lotus will give you some dialogue saying there's an increasing neural network under the forest floor. I have voice lines off, so there's no point me showing that. Basically, it's in these one of these dead-end rooms, and there's like a hole in the wall. Go through, and here you are. So this right here is where you put your Apothics. So as you can see, I can expend my Apothic. However, you want to farm this in the Steel Path, as that has more mod drop chance. You want to farm it with a farming team like Korra, Necros, and so on, and possibly a mod drop booster if possible. Once you press that button, loads of things will start spawning, and you kill them with the farming squad. Simples. Most of the mods you can get from the Spectres are pretty good, but the main ones are Growing Power. This is very expensive and very profitable. Brief Respite, same again, profitable, and Pistol Amp. All of these are good. High Noon is also pretty good, but I think Gunblades have fallen off, so yeah. And then the rest of this is kind of mid. The next section we're going to talk about is Barrow Kitir. So Barrow Kitir is the Void Trader, and he comes on a 2-week schedule. If you want to know when he's coming next, type when Barrow into Q&A chat, and you get your 1 week of 3 hours. So there'll be that little emblem on one of the relays, and you can go and find him. I'll quickly show you how we purchase things from Barrow. So one sec. So in all relays, Barrow usually has his spot, but there are these things called ducanators or whatever. They again tell you how long till Barrow arrives. And what you do is you turn prime parts into ducats. So you can see right here that the little yellow symbol, this is 45 ducats because it's a silver. Anything that's a gold will be 100 ducats, and then anything that is a bronze will be 15. There are some weird ones, like for example, the Latron. Do I still have a Latron blueprint? Yeah, so the Latron blueprint is a gold, but it's 15, and that's because it's in lots of different relics, and also like things like Bratton. Bratton receivers are bronze, but it's 45. So essentially, you just sell these items for ducats, and then that's how you purchase things from Barrow. And the game is broken, apparently. So yeah, cool. So Barrow is really important because he brings prime mods, and prime mods are just a straight up upgrade from your normal mods. Some of the important ones: continuity, flow. Any of the Bane mods are pretty good. Ravage, Point Blank, Charge Shell, Chilling Grasp, Cryo Rounds. More Bane mods, obviously. Target Cracker, Pistol, Gambit, Heated Charge. Again, Bane mods. Pressure Point, Fever Strike, Reach. I think that's a login reward. Oh, no, it's not. Fury is the login reward. Barracuteer, yep, so Prime Reach. Rebetto Lone Barrel, Dual Rounds. Any of these are pretty good. And then the rest of these are okay. There are also some prime mods that come from logins, and they are Prime Sure-Footed, which is 400 days. Shred, this one, and Fury. These are all 200, and then the rest. I would first take Fury, then Sure-Footed, then Shred. Our next category is the spy mission mods. Now, this looks pretty messy, so ignore this, and ignore this. The rest of them are relatively okay. So Frigid Blast, for example, these 60-60 mods, as we call them, as they are 60% element, 6% status chance, they come from spy missions. Now, unfortunately, I can't just search spy, as it requires the very specific names. But pretty much, when you get all 3 vaults from a spy mission, you have a chance at getting these 60-60 mods. A lot of these are used across the board now, lots of them. This one comes from Barracuteer, but it's the same sort of thing. So Vicious Frost, you can do like viral builds. Scorch, again, like those viral heat builds, viral slash builds, whatever. You've got the electric one as well, Jolt, and so on. So yeah, a lot of these do come from spies. There are different tiers of spy missions. So, for example, a spy mission on Earth is not going to have many traps, so it's a low-level mission. Whereas something on like Sedna is a higher-level spy, as there are those like sensor bars and so on. The high-level ones give you more mods, and I think the highest level is something like Pavlov, which is here. Is it this one? Yeah, Pago. So yeah. Alright, so I just did a pretty slow and chill run of Pago on Kuva Fortress, and as you can see, I got the shotgun 60-60 mod. And it's the same for all spies. If you're new to the game, spies are a really good way to level up your weapons, as you can get quite a bit of affinity from not triggering the alarm. Also, you get these 60-60 mods and you get relics, and it's possible to get Harrow from the Kuva Fortress and Ivara from the rest of the game. So yeah, do these missions, get these mods, they're good. So our final category for this is going to be bounties. Now I'm breaking it down into Cetus, Fortuna, and the Entrati bounties. I don't care about any Necromech mods. I'm not doing that. They're useless in the game. And I'm also not going to do 1999, because why would you need to know that if you're at that point anyway? So first things, we're going to start with the Cetus bounties. Now, most of the Cetus stuff is the Augur mods or the Vigilante mods. Augur Message, great for duration, alongside that extra shield gating thing you can see at the bottom. Augur Secrets, not used very often, but still good. Augur Reach, fantastic, used on lots of builds. Also, these mods are somewhat valuable. Augur Secrets can sell for like 15 plat, 20 plat. maybe even 30. And these two are kind of not as expensive. If you're brand new to the game, Streamline and Intensify, I think you get these from just the tutorial, but again, pretty good. The Shield Recharge mod is used for shield gating setups sometimes. Armaments, great for the multi-shot, alongside that little critical chance buff you see at the bottom, so you can put them on your companion weapons. Augur Pact and Augur Seeker, I use these two for primer setups to give me that extra shield gating. Again, Vigilante mods for the extra crit. And that's pretty much it for your Cetus stuff. Basically, get the Vigilante mods and get the Augur mods. Now, for Fortuna bounties, I actually don't know what they have. Okay, so it's literally just the nearer stuff for slam. So take the slam damage, and slam damage, and that's really it. And now finally the Entrati bounties. Entrati, wow, bounty. I don't know, I'm tripping. What do I have to type? Cambion Drift. Cambion Drift bounties. So Blood Rush, massive. It's in every build, every melee build. Weeping Wounds, the same. It's in every build, especially nowadays with melee influence. It is everywhere. And then the rest of this is kind of mid, to be honest with you. Like, none of this is really that good. But one thing I will also add is the Condition Overload mod. It doesn't come from bounties, but I'm going to add it here anyway. Condition Overload. You get this usually on Ophelia, on Uranus, as it comes from those butchers, the Drekar butchers. But you can get this from a lot of different places. And then just to wrap up, some quick fire miscellaneous stuff. Umbral mods are gained from the Sacrifice quest, and then you can buy them from Cephalon Samaris if you accidentally sell them. We have Archon mods. These are from the Drifter camp, and you can buy them from whatever the robot guy's name is. I don't know, because I don't go to that place. Augment mods are purchasable from this little tab here. You go into your center, what are these called? Your people, I don't know what they're called, I've forgotten. And you can buy the augment mods from here. And I think that's about everything. This doesn't cover arcanes, obviously, because I'd be here forever if I did arcanes. But yeah, if there's anything that you think is really important that I haven't mentioned, put it in the comments for everyone else. And yeah, have fun.